Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kelly and I'm very scared for today's video. If you could tell by the title, I'm going to be reading 1-star reviews on Goodreads of some of my favorite books, some of my 5-star reads. So I picked out 7 books here. 7 books. Okay, you can tell what the last one is. But these are some of my favorite books, and we're just going to read some 1-star reviews and get our feelings hurt. So the first book is actually my most recent 5-star. It's The Right Move by Liz Tomford. This is the second book in her Windy City series. I read, what was the first one? Mile High a couple months ago. I liked it, but this one was just so much better. I love Ryan Shea. So let's get into some 1-star reviews of this book. And I'm going to put the little reviews on the screen for you guys. Someone said, DNF'd 30%, slow burn my ass. Does it say that it's a slow burn? I don't know if it ever said it was a slow burn. I may be wrong, but I don't think it ever said that. Alright, moving on. I really tried with this series and author, but it doesn't work for me. It's way too long for no reason, and romance boring, full of miscommunication. Okay. I'll never trust y'all again. It's funny because people have such different tastes in books, so you can get recommended a book that somebody loved and it could just fall flat for you, and that's okay. But to say I'll never trust basically the same unit again is crazy, because there's so many books that get hyped up, I feel like, and a lot of them are good. A lot of them might fall short for others, but I don't know. Read the sentence, I'm not like other girls, and deleted it from Kindle. Bye. Why is that funny? That review is kind of funny. Excuse me. Don't talk about my girl like that. I loved Indy. She was awesome. I loved her character. Alright. Too boring. Someone said too boring. I didn't find it boring, actually. So I'm sorry that you found it boring. Never trusting Book Talk Rex ever again. If you told me this book was written by a child, I would definitely believe you. I liked the writing. I'm so confused right now. A lot of people are saying they didn't like the writing and that they think it was written by a child. So that's what I'm getting from this. It's kind of hurting my feelings because I didn't feel that way. Oh my god, did I hate this book, but I finished it anyways. Suck it, Jeff Bezos. Yeah, that's enough of The Right Move. I loved this book. I loved Ryan Shea. I loved Indy. I thought it was really good. I liked it way better than the first one. The boy in the first book was kind of annoying. The way that he acted sometimes really bugged me, but Ryan Shea is the standard, and he's definitely one of my top favorite book boyfriends at the moment. I loved it. So I'm sorry that a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, because like I said, it is rated a 4.48 on Goodreads, so I feel like a lot of people liked it. But that was some 1-stars of The Right Move. Now we're going to get into Twisted Games by Anna Huang. This is my favorite book in the Twisted series. I also really liked Twisted Hate, so I think that was my second favorite, but this one takes the cake. I love Bridget. I love Reese. Is that her name? I haven't read this book in a while. Yeah, Reese and Bridget. I loved them. So let's get into some 1-star ratings on this book. I feel like there's going to be a good amount, because I feel like you either liked the Twisted series or you didn't like it. I didn't like the first book, but I loved the couple. You got to see the first couple, which is Alex and Ava in Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, and Twisted Lies, and I liked them as characters. I just didn't like their book. The first book in the Twisted series definitely was not my favorite. Why does every Book Talk book read like a 12-year-old's first time publishing a story on Wattpad? Oh my gosh, I can't. Someone said, God, people on TikTok are such liars. Not liars, liars. Okay. Someone said, it is so bad. I want to give you a 0, but that's not possible. So I give you a 1. Okay. What? Someone said, how is Twisted Love so good and Twisted Games so bad? I feel like that's such an unpopular opinion. I know everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but I feel like a lot of people didn't like Twisted Love. And they liked like Twisted Games or any of the other ones. So that is very unpopular. And okay, I'm gonna do one more. Why did I read this? Because it was a good book. It was good. Come on. They deserve all the hype, all the love. I loved them. And I would reread it again. Alright. Next we're going to be doing Daisy Hates The Great Undoing. This is the 4th book in the Magnolia Parks series. And it's definitely my favorite. I think it's the only one I rated 5 stars. I can't speak today, I'm sorry. I may have rated Magnolia Parks The Great Undoing 4.5 or 5 stars. I can't remember. But this one is my favorite out of all of them so far. So we're just gonna read some 1 stars. I don't want to do spoilers, so let's see. Okay, someone said, DNF, I signed up to read a DH book, not a book around MP and JH. Brutal. I mean, even in the first Daisy Hates book, you got Julian's point of view. So that's to be expected in this book as well. And I wouldn't say the whole book is about them. Like, a good portion of it is, but then you're also getting Daisy and Christian and the other characters as well. Someone said, unoriginal, boring, pointless. I don't know why I keep reading the series. Like, question mark, question mark. It makes me want to jump off a cliff. You keep reading it because it's addicting and it's good, and you can't let yourself admit it. But it's okay to admit that it's good. Someone said, who the actual fuck cares about Magnolia and Julian? Couldn't even get through the book, but 1 star for my baby Daisy. So if you're rating this book off of Daisy, you should give it 5 stars, because Daisy is just everything. I love Daisy so much. Someone said, so disappointed, bro. Daisy and Christian's book was about everyone but them. Crying, screaming, throwing up. Hated here. See, I wouldn't say that. Like, I do agree. There is a lot of Magnolia and Julian, but like you also get like Daisy in the Magnolia books also. So, I don't know. Someone said so many skips, did not care at all, and what is that ending? Okay, I do agree, and what is that ending? I wish we would have gotten more because the cliffhanger that they left us on is just unacceptable, but I wouldn't give it 1 star for that. 1 star for Christian, and by the way, Jessa Hastings, I'm mailing you my therapy bills. I mean, I agree with you on the mailing her therapy bills, because I think I definitely do need some therapy after this book. But 1 star for Christian? I love Christian. He's definitely one of my favorites. Like my favorite, not like my top favorite boyfriend. Why can't I speak today? I don't understand. Anyways, he's not like my top book boyfriend, but he's definitely up there. So that's it for that. That wasn't that bad. But what I'm getting from the majority of the 1 stars is that people think that there's too much Magnolia and Julian in the books. I don't get the Julian part because you know that his point of view was going to be in it because it was in the first Daisy Hates book. Like, that's what the Daisy Hates books revolve around, because he is Daisy's brother. So you're going to get his point of view, you get Daisy's and Christian's. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this, guys. I don't know if I can do this. I don't think I can read 1 star reviews on like one of my favorite books ever. Okay, this is Addicted after all. This is the, Jesus, I don't even know how many books in this. Okay, this is the last Addicted book. But I don't know like if you count like Addicted and Callaway, I forget how many. It might be the 5th book. No, it's definitely not the 5th book. Okay, it's either the 6th or the 7th book, I think. Something like that. Because you have the first 3 Addicted books, and then you have the 2 Callaway books that you read, and then you read Thrive, and then you read this. So I think that's 7. Something like that. I don't know. I can't count right now. But yeah, this is my favorite Addicted book. Probably my favorite in the series, but it's also tied with Hot House Flower. or A Long Way Down. Oh, I loved Daisy and Rex books so much, but I think I have to pick this one as my favorite because Lily and Lo are my favorite couple. I loved them so much. They went through so much in these books, and to see them actually like happy in the end just makes me so happy. So I don't know how many of these I'm going to be able to stomach to read because I might actually get mad at these reviews. And I know that everyone is entitled to their own opinions, you know. Someone might rate a book 5 stars that I rate 2 stars, and it's okay if someone doesn't like a book that I love, but just to hear people talk bad about these characters that I just love so much is going to be physical pain and emotional pain, and I'm not ready. Alright. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can do this. And also, if you're reading this far into the series and you rate this book 1 star, it's kind of funny. Like, why are you wasting all your time on a series that you don't like? Like, is it just to give it a bad review? I don't know. Let's see. Someone said, this book was terrible. I got tired of the characters, especially Lily was the most annoying person. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. The sex addict part got extremely boring and irritating. That is the whole entire point of these books, is that the characters struggle with addiction. From the first book, you know that that is what these books are basically revolving around, them, what they're going through in their own lives, dealing with their addictions, trying to beat their addictions. So this review kind of makes no sense because you know that when you read the first couple of books that's what this series is about. And I don't know, like, real people go through this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? That got me really mad. And to talk about Lily that way makes me really upset because Lily Calloway is definitely my favorite book character ever, and I don't think anybody will top her. Someone said, okay, this is a long one. I'm not going to read all of this. But someone said, DNF at 41%. I'm almost surprised I made it this far into the series. The thing about the Addicted series is you know it's not good. It's not at all a literary masterpiece. The writing is not anything amazing. The plot is boring after you read it over and over again, book after book. The characters are maybe the only thing redeemable about this, but the thing about it is it's addicting. Ha ha, addicting, get it? This book is like an adult Gossip Girl in every way. Okay, what is the point of this? There's so much here. You can go ahead and read it. I'll put a little bit of it on the screen, but that's too long for me to read. Someone just said 1 star and said, just no. Just no, that's it. Someone said boring and repetitive as heck. I don't at all think it's boring and repetitive. I think it's very character-based. So if you're not into character-based books and you want a book where like there's so much going on and like there's a big plot and stuff happening, these books aren't for you. But the characters are everything, and I didn't find it boring or repetitive. Someone said this series is really getting out of hand because it's so amazing. Because I agree, if you're saying it that because it's really amazing, you should change it to 5-star rating, and I would agree with you. Someone said the series just wasn't for me. I found it boring and all over the place. Well, it took you like, what, 7 books in a series for you to realize that? Someone said, why is this book so long? This book isn't even that long. Like, if you're comparing it to like Sarah J. Maas books, this book's like nothing. I don't think this book is that long. And it's also part of a series. So. Lily Calloway Hale, you are the love of my life. So if she's the love of your life, why is this book 1 star? I think they rated this wrong. A lot of them don't have just 1 star, no explanation. That's it. Just, oh, like I'm scrolling and a bunch of these are just like 1 star, 1 star, like no. Okay. What is this review? I already hated Lo, but this, being able to read this book from his perspective just solidified the hatred. Lily was likable here, though I enjoyed getting to hear her reasonings. Lily supremacy. Also, don't talk about Lauryn Hill like that, because he's definitely up there with my top favorite book boyfriends. Okay, enough of this. I can't read anymore. My feelings are getting hurt. I still love this book. Nobody can tell me anything that would make me hate this book. It's just not possible. I love these characters so much. These characters, I wish they were real. They feel so real to me, and nobody can make me hate you. Alright, I'm saving that one for last. So next we're going to go into the Ballad of Never After. This is the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart. It's going to be a trilogy because the third book comes out in, is it next month or November? I can't remember. But yeah, I loved this book. The ending absolutely broke me, and I don't know how to move forward without getting the next book to know what else happens. I loved this. I read the first one, and then I was like, you know what, I need to jump into the second one immediately. I read the first one, and I rated it 4 stars, and this one I gave 5 stars because I just loved everything about this book. It was just perfection to me. So let's read some 1-star reviews, shall we? Did I read the same book as everyone else? I don't know. If you rated it 1 star, probably not. Somebody said, I honestly need to start reading books that aren't 1 star. Okay, I don't understand this one. Someone said, F you, I wanted to be happy. This book made me sad and annoyed. Give me the next one right now or else. Why is my camera battery dying when I charged it last night? I don't get it. What do you mean? This is a good review, basically just saying that it destroyed them, which is how I feel, but why did you give it 1 star? I don't get it. I need to go charge my camera battery. I'll be back, but what? That was like a good review. Like, I understand the book wrecked you. It wrecked me too. But why did you give it 1 star for that? It should be 5 stars. Because you read books to feel something, right? Alright guys, I am back. It has been a minute. I know I changed. I wanted to be comfy. And I had it on my camera charge for a while. And it's getting a little bit dark out now. So ignore the lighting. I just wanted to finish off this video. So let's get back to reading 1-star reviews on this book. I'm still confused on the other one that seems like a good, that they liked the book, but they just rated it 1 star because of, I guess, the ending. I don't want to spoil, but I feel like they should have given this 5 stars instead of 1. So I don't know. Someone said, I just couldn't take this book seriously. Why? I mean, I get, like, it's a fantasy, but it's not even, like, yeah, it is fantasy, but I wouldn't say it's, like, I'd say it's pretty easy. Like, if you wanted to, like, just get into fantasy, I definitely recommend reading Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After. I think they're easy reads if you wanted to get into fantasy. Someone said, I wish I could erase this entire series from my mind. This was genuinely so bad, like I want to cry. WTF, what was that? How do people like this? Easy, because it's good. Alright, last one. This reads like someone put down bullet points of what they wanted to happen and then connected them with half sentences. There was no character development or world building. It was basically just fan service, plot point, and on, which is really disappointing because the first book was half decent and I actually liked the Caraval series, but I seriously consider DNFing this book at 20%. I didn't read the Caraval series. It's actually on my TBR now that I really loved these books by her. What else was I gonna say? Do I really have a comment on that? I don't know. I mean, I disagree with that, but I loved this book. I'm sorry you had to hear those harsh ratings. I'm sorry all these books had to be put through this. We still have 2 more left, so. Next, which is probably the one that you already knew what was coming, Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Is that how you say her last name? Rebecca Yarros? I always feel like I'm saying people's last names wrong. I loved Fourth Wing and I can't wait for Iron Flame. It's coming next month, I believe? No. November. I think A Curse for True Love, which is the one after A Ballad of Never After, comes out next month. And then I think Iron Flame, the next book for this, comes out in November. That's what I think. So many of these are so long. Someone said, Zayden wears skinny jeans. I gave it a 1 star. That's funny. Someone said, the secondhand embarrassment. Girl, get up. set back women's rights by a century. How? I don't get, that one makes no sense to me. I would like an explanation, because I don't get that. Someone said, y'all must be joking. No, we're not. It was good. It was good, guys. Come on. Someone said, I need y'all to start having some standards for the books you read. See, my ratings, I could rate 5 stars some different ways. Like, if it's good vibes, if I'm loving it, like I said, it's not going to be the best book ever read, like, writing-wise or plot-wise. But to me, it's a 5 star. I had a good time. You guys live in Delulu land if you think this book is good. Not sorry. I mean, I do live in Delulu land. I think I'm the queen of Doo-doo land. Delulu land. But I still liked it. I had a good time. Okay, someone said, wow, this was shockingly bad. Like, extremely bad. Was it? Was it really? Alright, last one. It's ridiculous how bad this was. Like, completely, utterly baffling. But I wasn't wasting $30, so it was entertaining hate read, I guess. Okay, I'm all for, like, reading, like, it's hard for me to DNF books, especially when I have them on my shelf. But I hate reading a book. If I don't like it, I'm putting it down. Whether I bought it or not, I'm not forcing myself to read a book. And I don't think anybody else should. But I'm really sorry that that happened to you, because I really liked the book. I don't think it was bad, so I don't know. To each their own, but that was Fourth Wing, and now we're moving on to the second worst one for me, because Addicted After All actually wasn't that bad. I was thinking I was going to see a lot more, like, bad ones, but I didn't want to, like, see the spoiler ones, because I didn't want to spoil it for anybody else, so. Last book we're doing is A Court of Mist and Fury. This is the second book in the ACOTAR series. I feel like I'm not going to be able to read a lot of these for this one because it is second in a series. And like I said, I don't want to put up spoilers. So, let's see what we can find. Somebody said, just what I expected. DNF, seriously, anyone who manages to finish this book deserves an award. I read it, and I would read it again. I actually think once I read Throne of Glass and Crescent City, I'll probably do a reread. I loved it. A lot of these say, like, contain spoilers, so I'm not clicking on those. Somebody just said DNF. That's it. That's it. Sweet and to the point. I like it. Someone said, what the hell did I just read? Ugh. Somebody said, when you fall in love with a bat. Don't come at the Bat Boys like that. I'm gonna need you to retract that. Someone said, Akomoff eating my brain cells like, and there's like a video of like Patrick eating burgers from SpongeBob. Okay. Very clever. Someone said, LOL, and people say this is the best out of the series. Get some standards, my dude. It's actually tied for me with A Court of Winds and Ruin, but yeah, I do say it's probably the best in the series. And I have standards, and I met my standards. It actually exceeded my standards. Are my standards low? Maybe to me. Or maybe to you. Not to me, maybe to you. But for me, I have good standards. And I liked this. And a lot of other people did too. Someone said, I just can't with this book. I'm sorry. You just can't what? Like, some of these are too long, and I won't read them because I'm like, you're just gonna like ramble and nothing's gonna make sense. And then some people's just do really short, and then some of them are just like, make no sense. And they don't explain, you know? So this one says, I can't wait to read the next one because I hate myself and I have no self-control. You know what? Just admit that it's good and give it 5 stars instead of 1 because you're in denial. Someone said, I want someone to explain to me the popularity of this book like I'm 5 because I truly do not get it. If you get it, you get it. The people who get it, get it. The people who don't, don't. That's what it is. Alright, let's find one more to end this video off. Okay, someone said, fucking bullshit. That's it. Just fucking bullshit. Nothing else. Like I said, they're either too, like, into detail and they just ramble on and on about stuff that doesn't make sense, or they just say, like, a couple sentences and or like a word or two and it makes no sense, or like they don't even go into detail why, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But that was all for this, and that was all for this video. So those are all the 1-star reviews I'm gonna be reading today, because I don't think I can handle any more. That was a lot on me and my favorite books. I definitely have more favorite books, but I just picked like a small amount. So if you want me to do another video maybe in a couple months when I get some more 5-star reads, let me know and I'll do that. Sorry I had to change and charge my camera battery. I wish I could have finished filming this a couple hours ago, but it's fine. But I love you guys. I have some very exciting videos coming. I don't know if this is going to be coming out before or after them, but I know I have to do my reading wrap up because it's September 1st today. And then I'm also going to do a September TBR video. You'll see how I'm going to be picking my TBR in that video. Those should be coming soon. I want to film those probably like in the next couple of days here. I definitely want to film my wrap up probably tomorrow. So yeah, I love you all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know some of your 5-star reads down below. Let me know if you loved any of these books as well. And I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video.